colony. See how it's doing. I mean, obviously it's doing bad because no one lives there now.
There shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no
What?
corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. And we've got no target to go after.
Interesting.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Alright, Jacob.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time.
Ah, so
Maybe find clues before somebody else
things
disturbs the
untouched.
scene.
Okay.
Just keep your eyes open. We're looking for anything that tells us who did this.
Understood, Commander. With luck, we'll find something that was missed at the other colonies.
Then we can find out who's behind it and get some payback.
Yeah. We'll kick their butts. Very square colony. All right. Why do we have to come at night? I mean, I guess if we wanted to be the first ones here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just... Oh, I almost got glitched on the car. Did y'all see that? Alright. Ooh.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Interesting.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Very strange. It's like they all went willingly. Owie, owie, ow, 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 ow.
Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Impact imminent. Rerouting power. Possibly damage.
On our right!
Oh no.
I got it! Gotta hurt! Shoot them before they take out the shield.
That was a poochie! There's still more this way. Hey.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Attack on sight. Oh, because they wouldn't attack humans, that's right. Because it's a human colony. Got a wall safe. Oh yeah, the hacking. Highlight individual nodes to find matching signals. When you found 2 matching symbols, select them to complete the circuit. Complete all circuits before you run out of time to bypass security. Yeah, they switched up the hacking stuff quite a bit. And honestly, I prefer this. Oh. There's different kinds too. Well, I guess we'll see them when we see them. I mean, we're gonna take their money. I mean, no one else is gonna use that money.
We're compromised!
Owie.
One less!
Oh gosh. Quarians?
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle it.
Tally!
Wait, Shepard?
I'm
That's
not
a
taking
tally?
any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down.
We gotta be kind to Tally.
This
That's our
is
girl.
Definitely Commander Shepard.
It's one of our
Why is your
girls.
old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I mean, technically, we didn't have a choice, honestly.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on
Vitor.
pilgrimage.
Everyone else is dead. What makes you think Vitor survived?
We saw him when we landed.
You saw him? Then why isn't he with you already?
Vitor was injured, and he was always, nervous.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
Oh no.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Ah.
Vitor's the only one who can
Yeah,
tell
let's
us
team
what
up.
happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship.
Dang.
Head for the warehouse through the center of the
She's
colony.
got an authoritative
We'll
position.
circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up our
What?
ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make
All
sure
right.
to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Oh, Tally. I'm glad we found Tally, or met up with Tally. At least we know what happened to one of our companions.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks
You
for
don't
the
say.
warning. We'll take care of him.
Ah.
They've seen us.
Oh. You don't say. Oh. Excuse me.
Use overload on him.
Wowsies. Then use Ovid. Use the overload.
Enemy down! Perfect!
Goodness. More? Wow, this looks bad. Owie. Excuse me.
Nice! Yes!
Move, Jacob.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want
Oh.
to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Hey, Tally warned us at least. She tried to take control of the situation. I don't blame her. So very interesting. Oh no, more. Oh no, they're moving.
There we go! One left!
Do I have another gun? Oh, I do. Okay, good. I mean, that's not gonna help me here, but...
Yes! Fire.
Bruh.
There we go!
Sorry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
Ooh.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Yep, yep, yep. Where's Miranda? Oh, she's there. Tally's gonna run away. You idiots! They're all gonna die, aren't they? Ooh! Well, that was kind of messed up, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
Yeah, you don't
This is gonna
say.
be one tough son of a bitch to take down. Overload, take out this.
Okay, yeah, overload it. It takes out armor. Jacob, that's probably not a good... Gonna play Ring Around the Rosie. This dang thing. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Well, that was really stupid of them to Oh.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably
Okay.
somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Okay, Tally. I will go to him as soon as I look around. Damage,
This is
Miranda
valuable.
mech, and a Ridderum. Alright, Vitor, are you in here? Are you okay, buddy?
Monsters coming back.
Oh
Mechs
gosh.
will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, no,
Dude.
no, no, no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms.
Dude, snap out of it. You're safe.
You're not one of them. You're human. They didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
You see everything.
Looks like
What in
security
the
footage.
world?
He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
What the hell is a collector?
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
Oh my goodness.
The Seekers swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Yeah, that's probably a possibility.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
That sounds scary.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Okay.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No
They're not
one
coming for you,
escapes.
Vitor.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Well, thank
We
you.
appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be
They already
returned
told us all we
unharmed.
got.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Oh, goodness.
Raza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Oh, you should join us, Tally.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you.
Okay.
When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space.
Ooh.
That should tell you how important it is.
Yeah, you can have Vitor, because we just need the data. We don't need Vitor specifically. I think he already told us everything we're gonna know from him.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you,
Good.
Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
Aw, thanks,
We're
Tally.
ready for pickup.
I'm so glad we ran into Tally. I miss her. Gotta report into the elusive man.
Good work on Freedom's progress.
Yeah.
The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
The data from his Omnitool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing it. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Tell me what you know about these collectors.
They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned.
Oh,
Our
that's
best
ominous.
guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
I guess, yeah.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
Oh, that's a scary thought. Like, why are they abducting them? Doing experiments or something?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
The collectors are definitely a human enemy. But how do we know there's a connection to the Reapers?
Their focus shifted to humanity only after you and the human fleet destroyed Sovereign. The abductions are related, even if the Alliance and the Council refuse to believe it. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I do agree with him, but we can't do this alone. We can't just one-man army it.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Well, tell me about them. What do you know?
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is
Wow, she actually got
well
promoted?
classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year.
Really?
He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
He's gone back? That's great.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I...
Oh, okay, dude. That's just a cheap answer. Well, she does have her own mission.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead.
Oh, no.
Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Not Garrus. What about Liara?
Where's Liara Tisoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so,
What?
she can't be trusted.
Why can't she be trusted? It's Liara. That's my boo.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Oh, I doubt it's changed that much.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing seeker swarms.
And the second
Sounds
thing?
good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
What? Joker! Ah!
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Oh
Look
my
who's talking.
goodness.
I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky. With a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded.
They
The
grounded
Alliance took away
you?
the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You
Aww.
really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Hey. SR2. It's so pretty and shiny.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
And what name would that be, huh? The Normandy. We got our baby back. At least we got someone we can trust. Joker. Oh, it's beautiful. Alright, we leveled up. Oh, I forgot to give my squad members their ability points. Oh, snap. Alright, collectors confirmed as source of attacks on Freedom's Progress. Quarian survivor Vitor returned with Tali Zora to the migrant fleet. We'll examine his Omni-tool data for anything useful. We got a heavy weapon ammo upgrade. Okay. Looks just like it was. It's a little space here.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And
Okay,
without
good
that
point.
countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
The Joker won't like this.
Often aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Interesting.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Alright. There's our galaxy map. Private terminal. Ooh. Got the armory. Elevator. We got an elevator? That goes from the top? Captain's quarters. Require the professor to research upgrades for your squad's equipment. Okay, so we better get Morden first, for sure. Like, that's our top priority. Okay. We got loyalty stuff. And their abilities and their weapons. Barrier. Ooh. That might be handy. Wait, it says cycle appearance. Oh. Does that come with a DLC or something? Holy crap. I got a lot of messages. I got a lot. Okay. Message from Anderson. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put us on top and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Okay. Deal struck with Zaid Masani? Shepard, we've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee, I've taken care of that personally. Okay. Lost contact with survey ship. Project Firewalker? Commander, the MSV Rosalie? A survey ship with Cerberus connection has gone missing. Oh no! The survey team was field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead Planet-Side Exploration Rover. In addition, scientist Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert Oloy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. The MSV Rosalie was last seen near planet Ziona? Alesta Ismar Frontier. Okay. Normandy crash site located. Commander Shepard. Oh, it's from Admiral Hackett. Our scans in the Amada system have turned up something we thought you should see. The final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. Oh wow, okay. Surprise, surprise. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to the place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. Aw, that's gonna be sad. Recon Hood. Shepard, encouraging our armor technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. They sent by a hood that Cerberus issues to its covert operatives. It has additional microframe functions that you may like. The hood is in your quarters. No, I don't like it. I don't care if people see me. Shepard, one of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized. I can't say it. Enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Ite Typhon system in the Phoenix massing cluster. Please use care in this matter. Okay. Arc Projector. Shepard, we recently had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in the Skillian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against a Geth scouting party and credited their success to a new advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since their unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, I thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an Arc Projector. I sent it to the Normandy's army so you can examine it for yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicate it overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well. But laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works. Now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives. Ooh. Rendezvous with Kasumi Goto. Shepard, at great cost and effort, we tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to the Zakira ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password "Silence is Golden" to begin the rendezvous. Oh, interesting. Extension Financial Services, your account. From Stanwick Dobbs, banking agent. Hello, Commander Shepard. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, the subsequent charge and status, and the reactivation of your account, you have a remaining balance of... Whoa, that's a lot of credits. Thank you for your banking with Extension Financial Services. We look forward to working with you. Are you protecting your greatest assets? We will find the best life insurance rates and coverage to fit your needs. Apply for a free quote today. Alright. That's funny. Alright, I see there's someone here. Who is this? Yeoman Chambers?
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
Do I really need the assistance?
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
No.
Okay,
sure.
Kelly?
Anything else?
What was that? That was weird. Why'd you do that?
Is there anything I should know?
Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Okay, what do you do exactly?
Responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
Oh, you're a counselor.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Okay, it's probably a good thing she is
We're lucky
here.
to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
What do you think of
This
Cerberus?
organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
You are very loving.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I'd embrace you. I would catch you.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better
no.
go.
Okay.
Gotta go talk to Joker,
Maybe we'll talk
apparently.
later.
We got a lot of stuff just thrown at us. Per usual. Hey,
Can you
Joker.
believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than me. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. I'm probably lucky you're still wearing pants.
But I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7. Insurance.
I love Joker.
Commander.
How are things?
I assume everything's going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
She just...
I don't have time to babysit you, Joker. Find a way to deal with it.
Yeah, reasoning with the intercom is not my strong point.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks. I'll remember this.
Listen, I saved your butt.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade.
Upgrades?
As for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
Oh, like Kelly?
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. He's way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Okay, Joker. Yeah, the good old days.
Think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to.
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew.
Of course
we were
they
your
didn't.
team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
Aww. Okay.
That's
we'll
it for
go.
now.
See you, Commander.
Can we talk to
Yes,
Edie?
Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
You and Joker.
Joker.
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Oh my gosh.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Okay.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
Oh, okay.
What do you
Your
do
job?
aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the elusive man. I serve additional functions which are restricted
Whoa.
at this time.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown.
That's
On the
pretty
defense,
impressive.
I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
That's actually
Sounds
impressive.
incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances, or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have
Yeah.
something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Joker. He's killing me over here.
The elusive man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus'
Whoa, what's
resources
this angle?
into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
I mean, understandable.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some
Oh,
of my
gosh.
databases are sealed. Some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Okay.
Let's
Another
discuss
topic.
something else.
Ready.
I could ask her about each room.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
That's all for now.
Like you know, Shepard.
Joker's killing me. He needs to stop. Why is she looking to the right constantly? What's over there, Shepard? Wait, Edie's here as well. Let's talk to her here.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Okay, well thanks for the heads up, Edie. What's this room?
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using
Okay.
Omni tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Nice. So I can choose my loadout. Oh, there's the arc projector. We could test it out. I guess I don't have any other shotguns, pistols, or heavy pistols. Okay, cool. Oh, and Jacob's here. Oh, it says we don't have a different guns, but look at all these guns. Oh, shit. Alright, let's talk to Jacob. Let's get a
Man,
feel of what he is.
There hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Right?
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been a
Good. I like
condition for my
Jacob.
service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Oh?
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason.
Yeah.
Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all
That
be
is
tried
true.
and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I do appreciate your
It's good to
honesty.
hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Alright. I do like Jacob. He's pretty solid. He seems trustworthy.
Commander, can I help you with something?
How we
thoughts on
doing,
the mission?
Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else?
Yeah, I feel that.
What do you
Crew.
think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else,
You're
Commander?
right. Cerberus after
I
the
understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? The good deeds like pissing yourself in dark pants? One feeling that no one notices. The whole
Disgusting,
thing was
but
hushed, what we were
true.
doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
Good on you. Let's talk about you.
I'm interested in just talking for a bit.
Already?
Uh-oh.
I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk
Okay.
later.
Commander.
So I guess we can only talk at certain times. Probably after each, like, major mission. What's this? Like a meeting room?
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Quantum what?
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the elusive man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
That was way over my head. I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Noted.
Out, Shepard.
Goodbye. Get me out of this room. And we can't go there yet because we need Morden, I believe, is what they said. Alright, let's check out the
Commander,
elevator.
you received a new message at your private terminal.
Have I? Oh. No, I haven't. Don't lie to me. Ooh, let's check out the captain's cabin. Our cabin. Oh, yeah. We can get fish. We can get fish. Oh, it's Liara! What? Who gave me that? Oh, it turns off when we're not near it. Aww. Oh, she's all blushy too. So we can look at our messages in this area too. Okay. Wow, this is a pretty nice little area, to be honest. We got music. I ain't gonna touch the music. I don't want it to get loud for no reason. Okay, we haven't got anything new besides this. It looks so weird. It increases weapon damage though. I forgot it gives us stuff. Well, I don't want anything on my face. Hey, Edie's here.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Okay. Oh, we get our own bathroom? Oh, the mirror actually works. That's actually pretty cool. In most games, mirrors don't work like that. They just don't, they aren't bothered or whatever the case is. That's cool. Alright. We'll go to crew's quarters. Crew's quarters.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Wow. My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Aww. Well, that's sweet. What the hell is that? Okay. So this is where the majority of our crew sleeps. Women's restroom. Bruh, what if someone just opens this and someone's taking a shower? Okay, can't open a lot of doors apparently. Men's restroom. Okay.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
We can talk to him
Commander
apparently.
Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day.
Oh,
Sergeant
thanks.
Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you need
have
anything?
everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
How can I help them?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Bruh, I will get you. Give me the
If I head
list.
that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel.
Namby-pambies.
Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian.
Oh.
HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
Wow.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time.
Ew.
This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
Ew. What the hell?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I respect that.
How do you feel about working for
Cerberus?
Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
I mean, he's probably right, because no one else is doing anything.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Back to work. Oh, that's closed. Is that Dr. Chakwas I see in there? Let me in. Let's talk to Edie first.
What's this area of the ship?
The Sickbay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
We got
I
two
feel the
people we
same.
trust.
I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back,
Aw.
Shepard.
Do you need anything?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Cerberus ice brandy that I was saving for a
Oh,
special
she lost her
occasion.
alcohol? Oh, we'll definitely get her
Keep an
another
eye out
one.
for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Okay, well, tell me how you left the Alliance.
You've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center. A very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Oh, you need to fly?
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
She's like, I can't handle this boring life. I need excitement. She's funny.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Aww.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Oh, I love Dr. Chocolates.
I'll see you
Thank
later,
you.
Doctor.
Commander.
I'm glad she's here. We should definitely give her that,
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Why can't I go in there, Edie? What are you trying to hide? Miranda's office. This is where our original captain's quarters was on the other Normandy.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I guess everything. Cerberus
I know
goals
what we're
first.
doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Okay. Yeah, what is Cerberus
military or
then?
political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific. But we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
Well, they kind of sucked, the people that I met before I died.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Of course, no pressure. Just save all of humanity and possibly the whole galaxy. Gotcha.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Okay, I want to know more about you
Tell
then.
me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
Oh, wow, okay.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Okay, you're genetically modified
What
though?
level
In
of
what
genetic
way?
modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Okay, so you're
Sounds
perfect?
like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Yeah, a lot of pressure when you're the best.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Why don't you have a little Edie in here? Edie's everywhere else, but not in her room? That's kind of sus. Alright, engineering. Let's check that out. Drop shuttle. It's down here. Ooh, it's dark and spooky. Okay. Wait, where's Edie? Oh, she's right here.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Oh, that's the Mass Effect core? I mean, that makes sense. It looks so much different from the Mass Effect 1 Mass Effect 1 core. Jeez. 1. And who are you guys?
All the way down here to see us?
Yeah?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I didn't
Shape
hear an
up.
officer on deck. I run this ship military. You two think this is all a joke?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, no, ma'am.
Won't happen again, ma'am.
At ease. Who are you?
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the
Gotta
power
keep that
control
authority.
systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Do you guys need
Set
anything?
up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of
What's the
problems
issue?
are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth,
What
you're
the
boring
hell
the
is he
commander
saying?
with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Okay, noted. Tell me about your
Where'd
training.
you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on
Oh,
the
another
SS
Alliance
Perugia.
crew.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, that weasel Udina backslid on the Reaper menace.
Yeah.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
Okay, yeah, I feel the same way. What about Ken
How
joining?
did you
Cer-
wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
Oh.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Okay, well, what about
So why
Gabby?
did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Oh.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Understand.
What do you
Feelings
think
on
about Cerberus?
though.
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Daddy bags. And that's good enough for me. All right.
Will do, Commander.
I guess we'll keep a lookout for their.
I told you she would.
Aww. They're fun. Okay. Can't go that way. And can't go that way. Okay. Guess we go back up here and go set a destination, I guess. We're gonna go get Morden, I guess? So we can open our tech lab.